Even though you've read about it, heard about it, everybody always talks about it, the first 30 minutes of light in the morning could be the best fishing you're going to have of the whole day. The fish are up, they're active, and while it may be tough to get up, it really is worth the time and the effort. And if you're going to do it right, get out here, spend that nice 30 minutes of the day, so go home 30 minutes earlier. Early morning could definitely be the best bite you're going to get all day, so you want to take advantage of it. Springtime, with post-spawn bass, water temperatures in the 65 to 70 degree range can be some of the toughest fishing of the entire year. I'll show you today some tricks that'll help you catch more fish using reaction type baits, Rapalas, TD minnow, some of the other stick type baits. Just some minor modifications in presentation, we can trigger a lot of fish that would normally be lookers, not biters. In the springtime of the year, using these stick baits, you can oftentimes get fish to bite when they're spawning. There's one that won't. There we go. That won't other times of the year. That feels pretty good. Not a big dog, but we'll take them. A lot of times you'll get a bass on a bed that'll come up, won't look at a bait on the bed, won't look at a tube. Will come up and it'll take a rap at a stick bait like this. A nice little male little bass, not a big guy, but he'll work. Yeah, he's got a little attitude. There he goes. Yeah. And it's fun in a day when you can't get the fish to go on anything else. Sometimes you'll trigger them on these stick baits like we're doing today. We'll show you some of our favorite baits and some of the best ways to get these nice bass. Not only these little males like this, but some of the big females too that are just done spawning and are getting ready to come out, take a rest and recuperate. You can trigger them too. This little guy off. There we go. And we'll go get another one.
This show today is about fishing rip baits. Now, one of the more popular lures is also a twitch bait. The difference, as you can see in this graph, rip baits are longer, thinner baits with a small lip, and they're designed to fish most of the time very fast. So you rip them, then you wait for a minute, let them sit, let them float up, and then repeat the process. So as you'll see, when I'm fishing this, I'm fishing it hard and fast. Twitch baits, on the other hand, are shorter and rounder and are intended to fish slower so that you can trigger more neutral fish, especially in colder water situations or when the fish are real negative to neutral. There you go. I hope this helped.
There's another one. You know, one of the most important things when you're fishing these stick baits is in this presentation is speed. You want to really rip that bait hard, rip it fast. So what you're trying to do, it feels like this might be a little better fish, is trigger those fish. Get them to jump. Boy, this fish is down there. It took off and went deep. Here it comes. Coming up. Oh, there it goes. There he is. Trying to get him to the boat on me. Ah, another one like that. Other one. Just a real nice bass. Trick is speed. You've got to trigger these fish to come up and hit. A lot of times they're not going to want to. And you'll pull these small little buck bass off these beds, catch these guys all day long, have a blast with them. And pulling that bait fast is the key, really the key. Got to get those fish to just react, strike, jump up, grab it. You got them. That's what we've been doing today so far. This is a blast. Get this guy off of here. Get this guy back. Get going. Ah, here you. There he goes. Good deal. Oh man, good fish, big fish. Oh, I tell you, some big fish on this bank. Get these big females coming up this time of the year. Oh. Get her to come back and hit again. Man, oh man, big fish. That's what I'm looking for, those big dogs. That was a beauty. Oh, the old heart going. Oh man, I tell you. Oh, those big fish just give you such a rush. 10-pounder, you know, these southwestern bass get giant. It's definitely a giant. There's one. How big he is, and feel real big. There he goes, jumping. Another one of those littler guys. Nice big, you know, nice average little male bass. I'll take these guys all day long. Sometimes they don't know their own size. They'll eat a lure half as big as they are. Nice little fish. Lures. On certain days, you can use a husky jerk like this one. This is like maybe a 5-inch size. Maybe a 3-inch size works better on another day. Maybe a 4-inch TD minnow. Trick is vary that lure size, because you just never know. One day they'll prefer a larger bait, another day they'll prefer a smaller one. You know, it's fun to catch these little guys all day long. Get those big ones like we got earlier today too. That's great. We'll put him back and go get another one. There's another fish. Boy, they're going pretty good today. Oh yeah, nice fish. Here he comes. Come on, you. That was a better fish. There we go. There we go. Yeah, nice fish. Where are you? Oh, you're not done. Says I'm not done yet. Come here. There you go. Get him up here. You gotta want to watch. There's a lot of hooks on these baits. Make sure when you grab them, you get a hold of them good, so you don't end up with one end of you attached to one end of your rip bait. So I switched to a little bigger bait, and it did make a difference. So as you're during the day, you want a nice fish, huh? During the day, you're going to want to experiment. Go with a little bigger bait. Go with a little smaller bait. Sometimes it can be the difference between not getting bit and getting a nice fish like this. Go get another one. Location is critical for catching these fish. A lot of these bass have spawned on a flat, and flat can be relative. At a canyon reservoir like this, a flat may be a 10 or 12 foot ledge before it drops into 100 feet of water. On another reservoir, it may be a 20-foot muddy shelf that goes way back into a cove. As soon as they're done spawning, they're going to move out towards the mouth of the coves or the edges, deeper edges of the flat. And that's the key, is to work these deeper edges and look for baseball to softball and larger size broken rock. It's going to hold a lot of forage for these hungry fish, and that's really one of the tricks to catching these guys, is finding the right bottom composition. Speed is, we found out today, can be one of the keys to getting these fish to hit. I've been trying it slower, nothing. All of a sudden we started working this a little faster when I had that big fish come up. And it's this really fast jerk, 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 really quick that a lot of times you can't achieve with a plastic rip bait. That has really made the difference. The fish are sitting down there, and I guess maybe they think they see it getting away, and it'll bring them, suck them up off the bottom. You'll get them to bite when a normal, kind of what you call a normally fast retrieve, just isn't getting these fish to go. So this will really make a big difference on a day when you're not going. Go faster, not slower. While it might bother you and I, fish are used to this noise by the boat ramp. And in fact, there's some bass busting right out in front of the boat right now. It's amazing times and effort. Guys will go run to the other end of the lake, when literally you could go out, drop your trolling motor, and start fishing. Some of the most overlooked water on any body of water is probably the 200 yards either side of the boat ramp. We've got a bunch of fish in here and that we're catching. It's amazing. There's a nice fish. Oh, this feels like a better one. Oh, you never can tell. Oh yeah, nice fish. Oh, sporty. Oh yeah, it's a real nice fish. Tell you, it's time of the year when these fish are tough like this. Get this fish. Come on, jump. Come on. You got one more left in you? No? Okay, here we go. Come here, you. It's time of the year when these fish are tough. Yeah, one more. Come here, baby. A lot of time to get them to go on a stick bait and won't on anything else. Come here, you. Oh boy, that's a beautiful fish. Boy, post-spawn largemouth bass can definitely be tough, but I'll tell you, use the techniques we showed you today, and you're going to end up coming to the lake and getting big fish like this when nobody else can.